It has been hurting the wallet more and more for weeks when you have to pay after a refueling. But soon the payment pain may also increase in the supermarkets. This has everything to do with the significant price increases on raw material markets. An everyday product such as a can of tomato paste can just rise in price by a quarter, calculated consultancy firm Mintech. Tomatoes have become 30% more expensive, the metal of the can has risen sharply, and even the paper for the label has increased in value. If a product has to come from far, the price increase is not at all nice. The cost of shipping a container here from Asia has more than tripled in just over a year. Nowhere in Europe is the effect of higher prices felt more strongly than in Great Britain. Due to the border checks after Brexit, it will be more time-consuming and more expensive to import goods from Europe into the country. And once it's there, it still has to get to its destination. That is becoming more and more of a challenge. The United Kingdom is faced with a huge shortage of truck drivers. The British newspaper The Guardian reported that there are about 100,000 fewer drivers than before the corona pandemic. A part of that group has switched to another profession. Many Eastern European drivers also choose to return to the European mainland due to the Brexit measures and tax requirements. The consequences of this are becoming more and more visible. Supermarket chain Tesco already reported that 48 tons of fresh products are lost every week due to the driver shortage. Some British supermarket chains are already warning about empty shelves. They use the scenario of the hamster rage, what we call it in Germany, during the start of the corona pandemic as a specter. Moreover, it's not just drivers that the country could use a little more of. There's also a threat of staff shortages in other sectors. I was more in the gastronomy this morning, and now I'm at the supermarkets. For example, far fewer seasonal workers travel to the country than usual. This is noticeable at local fruit and vegetable growers. This shortage could push up the prices of some foodstuffs even further. The risk of those price increases is now also on the radar of the Bank of England. The inflation forecast for the end of 2021 was raised from possibly 2.5% to more than 3% in a month. However, the British Central Bank is not very concerned about this adjustment. The increase is dismissed as a one-off effect in the wake of the lockdown. For the time being, the bank is still buying £3.4 billion in government bonds to support the economy. Andy Haldane warned recently that it will be difficult to control inflation once it rises too quickly. That was also the last thing Haldane did in that role. His term expired on Wednesday. His departure reduced the chance that the British Central Bank would step on the inflation brake in time. As long as there's a danger that interest rates will go up too late, it will be quite difficult for the pound to continue the gains from the first half of the year. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.